Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for being at the Tarot Tips. We wrap up our series of the tarot suits, the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups with the pentacles. Because the pentacles is the suit of the manifest world. I said in the last video at the introduction that every suit has its misconceptions. And the misconception around pentacles is that it's about money and that it's just about money. It's bigger than that. It's more than that. It is about money, but it's also about, think of it in terms of the tangible, the manifest world. It's about how things work, the mechanics of things, the tangible, the practical, the pragmatic, the forces of stability and security. How safe do you feel in your world? How grounded do you feel? Do you feel like you have a general stability around you or not? We're going to see places in this suit where security and stability are definitely abundant, and other places where those qualities are lacking. So expand your notion of pentacles. It is about money, but it's bigger than that. It's about physical security. It's about how grounded you are, and also it's about, as the suit of the manifest world, it's also about how your belief systems, your spirituality, your creative spark, your God spark comes through your life. That's what the nature of the pentacle as a five-pointed star represents. So it's the four elements plus the spiritual piece. So how does your God spark shine through your work, your life, your physical body? Let's not forget that as an aspect of pentacles. Your physical body is what gives your essence form. So it's about the form, the manifest world, security and stability. Yes, job, career, money, finances, all of that too, but more than that. Okay, so we're going to go take a look at the pentacles. We're going to do the overview of the Ace through 10 as well as the personality cards. All right, like we've seen before, 3 separate rows. The 3 of Pentacles being the resolution of the first phase. We see this nice sense of groundedness. 6, resolution of the second phase. 10, resolution of the final phase. So Ace of Pentacles, this is new security, new opportunities, any change related to work or home. We get the sense that somebody might be supported, assisted by others. New opportunities for growth, new opportunities to set down roots in any aspect of your life. So sometimes this does mean new home, new health, new job, those sorts of things. 2 of Pentacles, this, as we saw with the 6 of Swords, can be a card of literal travel. In general, it's a card of transition, things being a little unstable, but not necessarily too chaotic. There's a notion of options here, either or, maybe this, maybe that. Let's try out some new things. Be flexible, be open. 3 of Pentacles, this is a card of a firm foundation. Perhaps if there's a health issue, this is a card that things structurally are in good shape. This is a secure position from which to move forward. It also might indicate effective working partnerships. That's a nice card of collaboration and grounded stability. 4 of Pentacles is resistance to change. We can see that person holding on very tightly. This is not always a bad thing. Maintaining one's position. Sometimes it's about self-preservation. You know, sometimes there's wisdom in fear and hesitation and resistance. Playing it close to the vest, kind of guarding what you have. Again, that depends on the situation. Is that a positive thing or a negative thing? Is that something that's going to promote growth or restrict growth? Sometimes we cut back the vines in order to get the fruit to be bigger. And sometimes we just clam up out of fear and don't move forward. Five of Pentacles. This is the expectation of failure. Earlier when I said there are cards in this suit that talk about lack of abundance and security, and this is certainly one of them. This is the deprivation mentality. Also, as indicated by the church stained glass window there, this is a lack of a spiritual connection. These people are wandering around. They don't really know where they belong. Six of Pentacles gives relief to that notion, though, because the Six of Pentacles indicates shared resources, available help in times of need. Some situation that's mutually beneficial. It's not just about the taking, it's also about the giving. There's a nice flow of connection there between the giver and the receiver. So give and take, mutually beneficial with the six. Seven of Pentacles, the availability of options. Which to do, which fruit to pick here. What do I even want to be bothering with this plant anymore at all? So thinking about what your options are, taking time to consider your choices, reevaluating your past efforts and thinking where you want to move ahead, if you do at all. Sometimes this card indicates a lack of motivation. Eight of Pentacles is the regeneration, the rearrangement of your assets, the realignment of your priorities, taking a new approach. Sometimes called the Apprentice card. That one indicates a new focus in whatever you're doing, whether it's a work issue, a relationship issue, a health issue, it doesn't really matter. Taking a new focused, directed energy into whatever it is that you're creating in your life. Nine of Pentacles, confidence in one's abilities. Appreciation for the good things in life, really feeling like you've attained something of which you can be proud. This is somebody who's self-reliant, very solid and stable there in the card. We can see that that person looks like they're very well anchored by their pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a traditional card of the values of society, cultural traditions, the institutions of marriage, cultural mores, things like that. It's a solid and secure situation which is unlikely to change quickly or easily. All things change, but the Ten of Pentacles is pretty satisfied with where it is. Wouldn't mind retaining that level of security and stability. Okay, let's look at the personality cards. All right, as seen before, the personality cards staying true to the elements. So these guys are all about manifesting. They're all about creating solid forms in the material world. They're all about providing security, stability in their different guises, in their different methods. Page of Pentacles, this is the Apprentice. This guy has a plan. He's out there in the new field. He's going to undertake a long-term task. So new beginnings, experiencing life from a new perspective, and ready to start the work. Child of Earth. But for a child, he's very earnest. He's very grounded. He's ready to work hard. Knight of Pentacles is the worker bee. This is a stable and reliable persona, one who's really adept at mechanical things and handicrafts. This person is, again, very earnest. He's not the fastest moving knight in the deck, but he's very reliable, resourceful, and he's got his eye on the prize. He doesn't mind being the last one at the gate as long as he did the job well. Hard work, steady effort there with the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the nurturer. She's represents the ideal of constancy and comfort. This represents traditional wife and mother. But here's a good time to make the point, if I haven't already, that the personality cards are not gender specific. And by that I mean, and they're not really age specific either. So if you get the Page of Pentacles, that doesn't mean that you're talking about a child. It means that you're talking about a person with childlike energy or fledgling energy. If you get a Queen, that doesn't necessarily mean you're talking about a woman. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're talking about a mature woman. It means that you're talking about a person or a situation that has a mature energy of receptive nurturing. Okay, so they're pictured, they have to be pictured a certain way, but remember that they're not gender or age specific necessarily. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles is the person who is self-employed. Queen of their own realm, creating their own reality, in charge of their own manifestation. Very calm, kind of placated. I'm not sure that's quite the right word. Not complacent. She can be complacent, the Queen of Pentacles. But she's also hardworking, industrious, provides for herself. Makes her own reality in a very, you can see that's a very luscious kind of card. So she is not lacking for anything. The King of Pentacles is the business person. This is the person who upholds those Ten of Pentacles kinds of values, those traditional means and values. And this card, like the Ten of Pentacles, can stubbornly resist change. But this is somebody who understands how the physical world works. This is somebody who knows how to make money, how to provide security, how to build things that will last. So I think you can see, especially with the kings, that sometimes this energy is very useful and very powerful and very helpful, and sometimes it's very negative and restricting. It's just a question of what is the situation. Is this a useful energy in this part of my life? I would like to remind you before we close on this part of the series that there are 8 in-depth tarot videos on the Tarot Works website. They're $21 a piece. They're a great bargain with tons of information. So if you want to go deeper in your tarot learning, please visit the Tarot Works website and check out the tarot videos. You can buy them separately, or you can buy them in what's called the bargain bundle and get an even better price on them. So thank you for being here. I hope this has been helpful. We will go into the major arcana cards in the next series. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.